Hey guys, it's Celine and I wanted to take you on a beginning garden tour. I'm just going to make this a quick tour. I've done some planting, some things are up. I just want to show you what I'm going to be doing and what's going on so far so that you can follow with me this summer as my garden progresses. So I'm going to turn you around here. Alright, so several weeks ago, I'd say 3 probably, I planted, you can see my shadow in this because the sun is very bright, so let's move this way. I planted here in this little bed, I've got red mustard there, first couple of rows, 3 rows, I've got dinosaur kale here, and then I've got ragged jack I think it's called, kale, and curly kale, and then I just drew a blank. What are these called? I'll tell you in a minute. I can't think of it right now. Yarrow has come up from last year. And then I've got right there is, what is this? Chamomile? Yes, German, yeah, chamomile. And then this is also chamomile. And then I've got some, I forget what these things are. Thyme and oregano. No, that is St. John's wort, yeah. Okay, then I've planted onions around all the edges. I just planted those, gosh, 10 days ago or so, and look how big they are already. And I've got them around the edges, sorry guys, around the edges of all of my beds. And then what I've done here is, because it's such early spring, it is the middle of April and our last frost date is between May 12th and 9th. I've planted things and then covered them in plastic. Let's see what we got here. Swiss chard is coming up real nice there. And of course the onions in the back. Look how nice they look. And I've got spinach coming up here. I'm going to have to reseed that. It's coming up pretty scrawny. And some kohlrabi coming up here, there, and more onions. That back there is also, that's last year's kohlrabi. I don't think it's going to do anything, but we're going to see. And then let's pull some more clips off here and see what else we got going on. There's the kohlrabi. It's going to seed. So I don't know if it looks nice, the stems look nice, but I don't think there's anything. And then there are beets. And at the end, you can't really see too much of it, but there are some little radishes coming up there. Okay, so here I've got some more onions. And here in the middle, I just transplanted some leeks. So I've got quite a few leeks in through here. And then I have another little greenhouse here. Open it up. And these are all my seedlings. Instead of starting them indoors, I just didn't have the room this year because I got a new freeze dryer. And so the room I was going to put it in, the freeze dryer's in, so it doesn't work. So anyway, I just covered these up and my seedlings are looking awesome. As you can see, onions all the way around, looking great. Here at the end, which I need to find a way to make that better, but here at the end, these are broccoli rabe. There towards the back are slicer cucumbers, and then there are Armenian whites, California Wonder peppers. The little peppers are coming up here. tricolors. They're tiny, tiny, tiny. But I just planted all these last week. So some of them are popping up and some of them are just thinking about popping up. But I've got Roma tomatoes, San Marzano tomatoes, beefsteak, Gardener's Delight cherry tomatoes, blue cream cherry tomatoes, and chocolate cherry, my very favorite chocolate cherry. And I have quite a few of these little babies coming up. And then I've got dill and tarragon, parsley, chives, okra. I've got a couple of okra plants back there. Purple basil and regular basil. And over here, I have lettuce coming up, kale. That's kale from last year coming that never died off, and it's coming back. And then I've got head lettuce over here. So, and then right here along the edge, I have just popping up, as you can see, little sugar snap peas. So I'm really happy with that. Then over here in this kind of weedy bed is asparagus. This is second asparagus. I don't know how well you can see it. I'll show it to you here better in a minute. So here we go. Can you see it here? This is asparagus. Second year asparagus. And we just had this whole house generator installed, and they tromped the snot out of it when they installed it last year. So it didn't all come back, but it came back better than I thought it was going to, because it seemed like a late start to me, but first time I've grown it, so what do I know. All along this fence row, I am going to plant pole beans and let them climb the fence. And then let's come over to the side here. I've been doing some cleaning, and here's the refuge that has to go. So pardon the bags and the brush, but I have a lot of pots that I am going to be planting in this year. I planted some more leeks in here a couple days ago. They're looking scruffy, but I just planted them, so they haven't had time to perk up. I've got some lemon balm coming up there. I've got some marshmallow coming up there. This is my horsetail. This is horseradish. And then here I have echinacea coming up. I'm going to transplant this echinacea over in this corner bed that's doing absolutely nothing. I'm also going to put my horsetail over here, and a lot of different herbs and flowers, herbal flowers that I use for remedies, and just as many pollinating flowers and plants as I can through some of these pots and through these beds here. This whole stretch here, it's 24 foot long, 4 foot wide, is going to be all tomatoes and peppers. And then I bought 3 kiddie pools. Turn you around here. Okay. Then I bought 3 kiddie pools that I am going to plant squash in, and I'm going to plant some more squash and some, all of those things that I planted that I showed you the little starts, the tomatoes and the peppers and the started to say artichokes, but it's not artichokes, okra and different things like that. That's mostly going to go over here where I just showed you in those pots and in that new bed that I'm putting in, and that's going to be a no-till bed. I am going to leave the cardboard down, put about 3 inches of of garden soil and about 3 inches of compost. And I will have a little frame around it just so that you know, the dirt doesn't wash away. But then that is where, you know, my main tomatoes and pepper plants are going to be. We had them here last year. They did all right, but they didn't do real well because we had a lot of shade back here. As you can see right now, it's kind of shady now. It's late in the day, but between my neighbor and I, we had several trees taken down back here, and all the trees on that end of the house came down. So that's why I can put that new bed over there, because that was solid shade last year. So I'm really excited about the potential this year. My garden's going to do so much better, and I've expanded it, and I can't wait to share it with you. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Not only are we going to talk gardening, we're going to talk preserving the harvest, cooking, just all kinds of traditional ways with a modern twist. I firmly believe in being prepared, and we'll talk about that. We'll just talk about a lot of homesteading things, yet in a rural, small town setting. So that's it, guys. I hope you'll subscribe, hit that notifications bell. I'll see you soon, and I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Mwah. God bless. Bye.